For a short moment, I had the feeling that I was gliding through the landscape.
Imagine having that feeling all the time. It's kind of fun.
If you move like this, if you grew up like this, you would never have to do any sort of a movement exercise, whether it be yoga or anything else. You would be naturally limber and flexible.
These things that I'm describing are going to happen naturally. If you just relax and work to forget about what you've learned about walking and stay off the trail, you're going to start doing just what I'm describing. It's going to happen naturally. I wouldn't worry about whether you're coming down on the ball of your foot or the heel of your foot or the right side or the left side, because you're going to be coming down all different ways, as I've already mentioned. Typically, you're going to be more on the ball of your foot than on the heel of your foot because of the way the terrain lays. It also gives you an extra joint. When you come down on your heel, your knee is the only joint that can absorb shock. If you come down on the ball of your foot, you've got two joints here that can move and absorb shock. That allows you to be more flexible when you're going up and down and over contours. And also if you're running, you come down at the ball of your foot, it helps keep shin splints from happening, keeps you from hurting your ankle, keeps the shock from going up your spine, and it allows you to be more flexible in terms of moving, turning corners and such. You can do that a lot easier off the ball of your foot than you can off of your heel.
You want to grab something to put in your hands, unless you have something already. So let your arms rest completely on your side, and in order to remind you, if you're carrying something, if you start swinging your arms, you're going to feel it right away. It'll remind you, because you're going to be doing this subconsciously for a long, long time until you break the synapse that is telling you to use your arms in relation to your legs. Leg moves forward, arm moves backward. We've been doing that for how long?
When we walk in the city, we generally walk we throw our foot out and we stiffen up our knee, come down like this, shock on the heel. Here, you're going to, if you're going to be walking comfortably and running comfortably, you're going to be keeping your knees a little bit bent. It's going to happen naturally. That helps you to go up and down and over things. If you're stiff, if you come down with a stiff leg, all you can do is go down, you can't go up. You can only go in one direction. If your knee is bent, you can go either up or down a little bit to adjust. See the difference? It's like a built-in shock absorber. It makes a big difference in comfort and also in speed and dexterity. Let's see what else to cover. A few exercises that'll help you to break old routines. When we start walking, we typically, because we walk like this, we need to lean into our walk before we hit the ground. So usually the upper torso is moving before we move our leg. The way you're going to be learning to walk here, you're going to be extending your foot first. You're not going to commit yourself to your step because you don't know what the next step's going to be. It depends upon how the terrain goes. So you're going to be walking more bent-legged. You're going to be walking with probably smaller steps, because when you don't have your legs stiff, you cannot take as long a step. Also, when you have your legs stiff and you're leaning into the step, you've already committed yourself. You can't stop. If you see something there that you don't want to step on, it's too late. But if you're relaxed and bent-kneed, you can put your foot out and, I don't want to step there. You step over a little bit. You keep adjusting as you go. Every step is different. A couple of exercises that will help you to maintain your balance in your torso is that whenever you're standing around, stand on one leg instead of two. Keep this knee bent a little bit. You can do whatever you want with this leg. Good thing to do is to throw it out on one side, throw it on the other side. Tuck it behind you. It makes it more difficult if you tuck it behind you because you're not relying on this leg to catch you if you're standing for a while. Stand for a while until it hurts. Go down, up, go up in the ball of your foot, come down. Just vary it all you want. Let's see, what else to cover? Squats are good, good exercise if you're standing around too. Squat.
You can squat on one leg, all the better. Squat on one leg and then the other leg. When you're sitting around talking like this, vary between squatting like this, sitting cross-legged. Sitting cross-legged works very well because it's stretching out your tendons. Practice getting up on one leg instead of two,
And practice squatting again. When you're going through, it doesn't matter, any terrain, work to not touch anything, to not have your body touch anything. If you're coming up through this, for example, slide through sideways so you don't touch anything. Step over this, step around this. The less you can touch, the more attuned you are, the more aware you are of your surroundings, and the less disturbance you're going to make. Every time you touch and brush on something, you're sending out a shock wave, a sound wave, or a vibration wave if it's something on the ground that's alerting the animals around you. This is one big aspect of invisibility.